Have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your jaywalk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the Down Bad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the...
Hi. Hello, everybody. How's it going for everybody? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Ugh. I put the Discord in the chat. It's right above your comment. Is there ever a time to fight? I don't know. In a war? Hi, guys. How's everyone doing? The vibes are immaculate today. I look like I'm glowing for some reason. I don't know where that light's coming from. Oh, it's from the window. Always Lindsay with the 2-month sub streak. Thank you. Tucker, looking like shit. Thanks, Onion. I'm back. Hi, Gwen. Been a minute. We missed you, Father. I missed you guys, too. How do you find the song? It's so nice. Which one? The one that we open with or the one that's playing right now? How are you today, Father? I'm doing great. Feet, please. Big Mayo, shut the fuck up. Tragic Roses, meh. Hey, Pops. Hello, Father. Father's hair looking sweet. Lindsay! 5 subs. Let's go. Thank you, bro. There's a song playing right now. What the hell are you talking about? It's in the background. Can you guys not hear that? The opening song, I think it's on YouTube. I don't know. I don't want to profit off of Bobby's work. First time here. Made it from TikTok finally. Let's go, Manic Pothole. Let's get it. I think today's going to be a bit slow a stream. Oh, it's super quiet. Okay. I guess it's just doing it for me. Enjoy your time here, Manic. That sounds like a threat. Alright. Let's get in with our first call. Oh. Your dad's a hoe. You called last time. Your dad's a hoe.
Hello, Father.
Hi, what's up?
Nothing much. I was gonna ask you the same thing. How's your day been going?
Decent. It's Wednesday. I just sat and filmed a bunch of shit. But what can I do for you?
So as of last time, you probably remember what I was in here for. Uh, Talking about an ex relationship. Well, actually, I could say fortunately, we're not together anymore.
Okay.
And I just want to thank you so much for helping me out to get out of that relationship because apparently she had lost interest a while back.
Okay. All right. Not. I mean, it hurts a little bit, but that's just relationships die sometimes, and some people chase that
Yeah.
high of the new relationship, which is there's some psychoanalyst. I don't remember his name, but he said our generation's really practicing for divorce. Like,
hmm
we just have a bunch of people who go on a cycle of like getting into a new relationship, breaking it off, getting into a relationship, breaking it off, because it is addicting, the first honeymoon phase. But if you can't survive past that, then it's not going to work out in the long term. So don't put any blame on yourself. Shit happens, but I'm glad you're out of there. Now let's focus on ourselves and divert the interest to other people. It's going to hurt for a little bit. It's going to have to hurt for a little bit, but you're going to be better for it.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, I am fortunate enough to have found my new girlfriend, which we have been friends for quite some time right now. And I'd have to say this one is going way better. Because I don't think it's a uh one way.
Right.
And so I feel like it's going a lot better because I feel like it's not just me starting up a conversation, it's both of us, starting up one like, "Hey, how's your day been?" "Yeah, good," and then we'll go on for a couple hours.
Good. I mean, we just started though, so be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
But besides that, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart, son.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. I don't want to ban you. Disconnect. There you go. That's the button I'm always looking for. My cat's going crazy in the other room. What a profile picture. City. CD? CD's nuts. What is that profile picture? Are you a penis?
Hello?
What is your profile picture?
That's Doja Cat.
What is she wearing?
I don't know, but but I like this picture.
Okay, what can I do for you?
Okay, so I don't even know if you can help me with this problem. I just want to talk. I don't know. So, I have this issue that I'm attracting the wrong people, the wrong guys, and it's so annoying because, like, I don't know. I'm always getting the weirdos boys, the
Right.
cringe ones, the ones that gives you the ick,
Yeah?
and it's kind of annoying because I don't know because I'm always like I want to I want to how sorry I speak German so
You're good. You're fine.
it's so I want to like know a good guy, like a really sweet one, and not the ones who like just wants to have I don't know sex or whatever,
Right.
and it's pretty annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So, as an example. like in January, I met this guy, and he was, I don't know, he was pretty he was not my type, and I my problem is I get attached really easily because they give me attention.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get rid of this, but I don't know how.
Okay. Well, that last part is a therapist's job. I can't tell you how to, change attachment styles and break down your mental illness.
Yeah.
And, I'm not saying, it's not bad to have that, but it's something you should work on and reach out to someone with. Probably stems from your childhood. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what you need to realize is, so you think you're attracting the boys with the ick, right? The
Yeah.
weird dudes. I want to let you know, if you're an attractive girl, you're going to attract the boys with the ick. And there's going to be way more boys with the ick who are attracted to you than normal regular guys. Because it's like, as a pretty girl, if you're getting a lot of attention, you're casting a wide net. And most men, or most people really, suck. And most people aren't going to be your type. So you kind of got blinders on right now, where you're seeing the worst of everything because you're getting a lot of attention, and a lot of that attention is coming from the worst people. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
best people aren't going to be around yet. And if they are, you just got to look a little bit harder. But it's gross kids. Kids are gross. Little 16-year-old
Yeah,
boys are not great.
yeah, but I also think that I'm not like the most. I know I look pretty, yeah, but I don't think I'm the most attractive one. Also, I'm a black girl, so it's really hard to, also, it's hard for black girls to get any boys, especially if you're attracted to white boys, because they not always attracted to black girls, and
I know.
so,
I know.
yeah,
I'm from America. I know the racial issues, and I heard
yeah,
Germany, like American thinks that America's so racist, but I heard like European countries like Germany and shit, it is pretty rampant racism like that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to really get to the good ones, you know?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and
So that
yeah,
racial issues. Again, you came into this call saying I wouldn't be able to help you, and that's tough for me. I can't really help you on that front. I don't know exactly what to
yeah,
do in that situation. But don't. At the end of the day, whatever the hell's going on, things are gonna get better for you. I know they are. You're funny. I know you're bilingual. I'm sure everyone is there, but you have a lot of things going for you. You're very well spoken in a different language. I'm assuming you talk really well in your own language. But the other thing is,
yeah,
as you get older, better people come along and you develop your personality more and more. And that starts to matter more and more. And you don't really see that at your age. But at your age right now, you're just kind of seeing a lot of shit. And I get that. But it's going to get easier and easier for you. And I want you to know, and this is going to sound cheesy, but you're worth it. And just because the people around you suck right now doesn't mean you're any worth less. It's like you're getting. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you wouldn't take advice from someone, why would you take their opinion or criticism?
can you
If you took
can
it.
you can you
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll break it down.
repeat it again and just
Sorry, I talk fast. If you wouldn't take someone's advice,
yeah,
why would you take their criticism?
yeah, yeah, I know.
And these people around you suck. And I don't want you. You seem pretty confident. I just don't want you to get down because these people suck. You're cool, and you're gonna kill it. You're getting attention from some boys, even if they suck. You already have something going for you. Just focus on that right now. Stay ahead. 16's a tough age, but it's gonna get better. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I wish you the best of luck. And can you say something in German for me?
Äh, ähm, Du bist der Beste. Ich liebe deine Videos. Ich liebe deine TikToks. Mach so weiter.
What did you say?
I said that I love you. I love your videos. I love your advice, and I love your TikToks.
Thank you. At the end, I heard Vastalhaita, and it sounded like masturbator, and that freaked me out a little bit.
No.
So I'm glad it was all very positive things. I want you to have a great day and keep a positive
Thank
attitude,
you.
all right?
You too.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. I love other languages. R&R. Oh, actually, R&R, don't talk yet. I know you're muted, but I got some gifts. I got some gifts from people. 100 bits from Always Lindsay. I always don't know how to pronounce your name. Nalong Crid with the resub for 4 months in a row. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. And Offset Creations gave 5 bits. Let's not break the bank there. And Tired Bugs subscribed. Thank you. R&R, you've had time.
Hello, Father.
Hello, you sound very familiar. Do I know you?
Probably not. I live in Canada.
Okay, definitely not. I don't hang out with that kind of people. But what's going on?
I am in dire need of help. But before I start, I just wanted to say last week, you were feeling a little down, and you decided to come on anyways, and help some people. And like, I think that was cool. It's a really good judge of character. So, thanks
Well,
for that.
also, I appreciate that, and I'll just take the compliment. But it is my job.
Yeah.
I get paid to do this, so it's.
Yeah.
I'm a great person, but I'm also contractually obligated. So we'll just throw that in the mix. But anyway, what can I do for you, bud?
Okay. So, where do we start? I'm in grade 11 right now. In Canada, that's I guess I'm a senior. I haven't really said it like that, but I'm in grade 11, grade 10. Last year, I
Wait, do you guys go
I
up to grade 12?
we go up to grade 12, and then like sometimes you can go into 13. I think now for sports, whatever, you can go to 13, but it's usually 12.
I think so. You're a junior in American terms.
Uh, I, I I'm not really sure how that.
Senior's the last year. You almost out of high school?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in grade 11, so yeah, I'm almost.
Fuck it. I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about Canada. So yeah, okay. Grade 11, last year in grade 10.
Okay. I seen this girl. For the story purpose, I'm gonna call her Lauren.
Got it.
But this girl Lauren, I saw her at a football game. She was like really cute, had an amazing personality. I thought right off the bat. And we had a little situation where I was friends with one of my friends, and he wanted to go for her.
Mhm.
So I let it happen because the way I am is I put my friends over everyone.
Mhm.
Like if there's a girl there and she really likes me and I like her too, I will pretty much reject her for like to chill with my friends because like I'm selfless like that pretty much.
Okay.
So I let my friend do his thing. He kind of got rejected from like with her. She rejected him, and so it took him a while, but he kept asking me. I don't know why. He kept asking me for some reason to keep talking to her. He's like, "Yo, man, like you should talk to her. You should keep doing it." And so I caved after a couple weeks because I really liked her,
Mhm.
and I worked up the courage to go up and say hi. And I was really nervous, but I said hi, whatever. I said something dumb, but anyways, um, what happened was we never really got past surface level combo that like last year. It was
Mhm.
more like my locker was beside hers and like we'd say hi every now and then, but it was never anything more than like hey or how are you, you know?
Right.
So grade 10 summer, I did a little detox. I deleted all social media and I started focusing on myself. Um and that was because I need to work on my personality. I live for other people too much, and I gotta learn to live for myself. And also, it helped my confidence a lot.
Word.
Um, so yeah, and I'm not trying to brag, but I'm not like an ugly guy. I think if any person that sees me, for example, that I didn't know before, if they were talking to me now, they'd be like, "You looked like a fuck boy that like got a lot of girls or whatever, or that didn't have time for, you know."
Yeah, yeah.
So that was what I got. But I feel like I underperformed because of how unexperienced and like at the time unconfident I was. And
Right.
so like I would disappoint women. Um,
Okay.
but so yeah, what happened was fast forward grade 11 starts. I start talking to Lauren and like I start really talking to her. Like I have my confidence is really up there now and I'm talking to her and it's been, a week and a half and we got so close in that week and a half. Like I want to say last week we started texting a lot, and then we started FaceTiming. I asked her to FaceTime, and we FaceTime till like 2 o'clock and all that, and it was like it was really deep, right?
Mhm.
But um, I don't know. I feel like I was giving off friendly vibes, and like so was she, but I didn't want to. So because I wanted to make her know that I liked her. So last night I called her, or she called me pretty much, and then we started talking. And long story short, she kind of just said something like, uh, or I said I liked you in grade 10 like a lot, and I had no confidence at that time. But since I went over and did all my detox or whatever, I definitely feel better than I did before. Like I don't live for girls.
Right.
And so she was like, "Yeah, when you came up to me, you were like really cute, and I liked you too, and I really liked your personality because we're both extroverted. So me and her are like pretty much carbon copies. Like it's weird, but like different things. Like her sister had an immune disorder, and so does mine, and like we like really we clicked off of that type of stuff, and it was so much things that we had in common. So yeah, and then I still kept talking to her, and then she kind of mentioned some like she's like, "Do you know that fine light skin that's beside your locker?" And I was like, "Ooh, yeah,"
Mm,
but when she said that, I was like, um,
that's tough.
it is tough. I don't know if I got friend zoned, but I mean, to be fair, I was giving off friendly vibes, right?
Right.
I said bro a lot, and the thing with me is I talk and talk and talk, and then I regret it later because I don't really like watch what I say. So
Right.
I say bro, fam, like, and it's very buddy buddy, and I haven't let her know my intentions yet. I said I liked her in grade 10, but I never said that I'd like her now.
Right.
So my question to you is, should I tell her how I feel? If so, is there a specific opportunity I gotta wait for, or like different things that I gotta do?
No.
Like
Okay.
what?
So there's a point earlier I wanted to make. I can't find it anymore. What was it? Uh, Nah, never mind. Fuck it. I'll come back to that. But so where you're at now, right? Like, there's no. You start this little relationship, and oh yeah, the bro thing. So first of all, I'm from New England. Do you know anything about New England?
Not much, sorry.
It's like the North. No, it's no. Even people in America don't even know about it. But it's like the Northeast, like Massachusetts and all that. And
Okay.
we have certain ways of speaking that I had to change when I came out to Chicago in the Midwest, because I call girls like bro, dude, bud, and bud's
Said
also
that a lot.
bud's really offensive in the Midwest. Apparently, if you call someone buddy or bud, it's like you're talking down to them. Whereas when I
Mm.
say it, I'm just like, "What's up, bud?" Like I don't think that much about it. But I was in the same situation as you, where I didn't realize that I was friend zoning myself by talking like that. Now that being said, some people don't pick up on that. Some people just realize that's how you talk. You know what I mean? Like what else are you gonna say? Like
Yeah.
babe, girl. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that's just how you talk. So I wouldn't overthink that. But her bringing up another dude is either one of two things. Actually, three things. It's one, get your shit together and fucking throw a shot at me, because there's other opportunities for me. Two, it's letting you know that she's not interested. Or three, it's trying to get you jealous. All three of those things are a reason to shoot your shot so you can find out, right?
Mm.
Because let's not waste time here. You're confident now. You're interested in a girl. You sitting on your hands is wasting all the talent you grew this past summer. So even if you get rejected, you're jumping into the pool. It's going to be cold, but you're going to be a lot better for
And
it. And in
yeah,
terms of timing, there's no such thing as good timing for these situations. And it's you're older, but I love when little kids call and they're like, "So when should I kiss her?" Like there's never going to be an opportunity to kiss a girl. There's never an
oh,
opportunity. It's not like a movie. You don't lock each other's eyes and there's a Ferris wheel in the background and fireworks are going off. That happens once in a lifetime. There's no
yeah.
good time to shoot your shot. You just find the time, especially, on the phone if you're having these late night conversations. You don't have to be like, "Hey, like actually I think you're really beautiful. I should have said this earlier." Just be like, "Hey, by the way, I think you're super cute. Is there any chance I could take you out? You want to do something?" Something like that. If she turns you down, be like, "All right, fuck it. Can't blame me. You're adorable."
Yeah, I mean, I know my worth at the end of the day. I really like there was times where I thought about her all the time. I don't want to tell her this because to me that's kind of a weakness, letting the girl know that she's at the top always.
Yeah.
Um so I didn't let her know that, but the secret was I think about her so much, and like it's like bittersweet because I the way she is with me, I can tell that there's sometimes like she's not friendly. But there's other times where she'll too get into it, and then it'll be friendly too. So it's very like hot and cold in my opinion. It's like I don't know, like today I was out with her, and it was actually a bad time because I was out with her, and then that guy, the light skin, came over to like play ball afterwards. So it was pretty bad. I left, but I only left to be here. Anyways, um
Listen,
yeah,
the advice
I mean
I want to give you is, and it's a lot of people have the same issue. You're trying to read all these signs, right? Like she's hot, she's cold, she's talking about other dudes. You're not really sure, but right now you're trying to read a book through a backpack. Like, there's a lot of things. Like maybe my history book's in there. Maybe it's the math book. Like you're not gonna know until you open the book bag, until you open the backpack. Like there's only so much information you can get to the point where it becomes diminishing returns, where you start double guessing yourself and you start reading signs too much and not getting what's going on when you really had an idea the other day, but you're bringing it back now. Like we have enough information, or enough as much as you're gonna get. You might as well go for it, dog, because you're hurting your chances by getting in your own head at this point. Plus, she also thought it was cute when you were nervous. That's something I wanted to bring up. Like a lot of guys when they're like, "Oh, I was so nervous I went to talk up to her." It's like girls like that. They like to know that they're like intimidating a little bit. It's fun. But at the end of the day, shoot your shot, pimp. Just do it.
Ooh, I mean, I'm the thing with me, and even when I was playing, I even played ball with the guy for a little bit. I go to the gym. I've been going to the gym for like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly a small twig, right? Like I wasn't letting the guy push me around, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't want to be that guy that like shows off, so I kind of just did what I had to do,
Yeah.
and and the guy, okay, this is the thing about him. He doesn't really have much. He just has like a deep voice and I don't know, a baby face, right? I
Right.
don't want to compare. I don't want to compare, but I'm just saying that because I've noticed that like I'm confident in myself to say that I'm probably better than this guy. Like not probably, I am. I'm better than this guy in terms of like what's going on. I know her more. We have a lot more in common. And honestly, like there's just some signs that was like it's too big to ignore. Like when I was with her today, I grabbed her phone because she was swinging on. We were at like a playground or whatever, and she was swinging on this swing, and she gave me her phone to hold, and then I hold her phone, and then when she was done, she came over to like grab it, and I kept like pulling it away, and then she kept grabbing my shirt, and I was like, whoa, like take me on a date first. Like I was like, you're trying to take my shirt off, and she was like, yeah, yeah, I am. Like, I mean, she was laughing the whole time, but
Okay.
it's fun times that I have with her, but I feel like whenever she doesn't really talk a lot about like guys that she likes. That's the only guy. And I mean, it hurts. It really like hurts, but I can't really explain it. It's just something that I like, but I don't like. Not I like it like I like her talking about it, but like how she's talking to me and being with me, like I like that. And then when she talks about them, like I don't know what's going on,
You
right?
know what will stop making you talk about them or her talk about them is if you're dating her.
Yeah.
You have so many green lights, dog, and I don't know what you're afraid of, but at the end of the day,
I'm
everything you're telling me, I mean, don't not listen to my advice. You got a lot of green lights, and like she seems cool enough, and like you could say what I said. If it shoots a miss, you'd be like, okay, you can't blame me. I'll get over it, but you can't blame me because you're
And do you think
adorable.
it'd be awkward, like afterwards? Like, will I ruin my chances in the
A
future? Like,
little bit, a little bit, but you're both extroverted, and once again, you can like just play it off. Like, okay, you get why I did that though, right? You're awesome, but I'll just keep looking. Don't worry about it. And if you're both dope enough, it'll be fine.
yeah,
All right.
I get it. And I even asked her. Sorry, I'm gonna end this now, but I already asked her, yesterday or 2 days ago. I was like, "What is your like, what personality traits do you think go together?" I asked her extrovert, extrovert, introvert, extrovert, or introvert, introvert, and she literally said extrovert, extrovert. And then I asked about her type, and she said, "Okay, I'm Italian and Argentinian, so I'm a mix between Hispanic and European."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "What's your type?" And she said, "Really, I'm into European and light skins, European boys and light skins." So really, it's both of us. So
Yeah.
we're both in the running,
Then
but
then get there first. Cross the line, dipshit. What are you doing?
ugh,
You're
I mean,
you're
it's not.
talking in circles. Just fucking go with it. Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna FaceTime her then tonight, and then
Yes.
I'll let her know. But yeah, I mean, thank you, Father. I'll let you know. I think Friday's the next
Stream.
stream. If I
Yes.
get in the queue,
My brother will be on the
I
stream,
will.
and I'll take your call when he's on there, so he can yell at you with me. All right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Bless
Thank
your
you,
heart.
Father. Though.
Bye.
You too.
You know that makes me mad. You know that makes me so mad when dudes don't see what they got. Even if you don't have it, what are you wasting your time for? I just really like her and we have so much fun together and she's telling me how much she likes me. I just don't know what to do. What else would you do? What else would you do? Ah! Anyway, I do want to say before we get into the next call, I'm sure they've been waiting a good amount of time. Don't leave the stream when the stream's over today because we're doing a special second stream. And the second stream is going to be the Down Bad office version. What's the term? Work from home version? You're just going to tell down bad stories about work. I know Onion has a down bad story about work. I saw that. But it's going to be a lot more, work-related down bad stuff. It's going to be with my friend Jack. It's not going to be me. He's nowhere as handsome as me. Actually, he's a little bit hotter than me. He's a lot taller, and he's got a good jawline. But he's a great comedian, and he's fantastic. So stick around. I'm not going to do a, whatchamacallit. It's going to be a raid, but on my own channel. Just stick around. And if you just want to watch a little bit more stream, yeah, look at everybody. Down bad at work. Let's fucking go. There to have those stories because people call in all the time to tell me down bad stories over here about work, and I'm like, I wish I had something else to fucking do this because that's not what this show's about. We'll get that shit over there. Are you sure you want the story? Probably not. Your story kind of sounded fucked up, but I'm just saying I was acknowledging you. Up next, RJ, DMR, MRK.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Um. So I'm in 10th grade. Okay. And when I was in ninth grade, I asked out this girl. Okay. And she gave me like a sort of kind of yes, but it was like a yes. She was like, yeah, sure. And then, okay, um, she had her friend call to break up with me,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was wondering, like, what do I like? Do I talk to her about it? Because she didn't even tell me why. I mean, I know why, because the person who she had break up with me for her told
Right.
me. Um, like, what do I do? You know?
You shake this off, dog. So,
And,
I mean, at the end of the day, why is my shit so crossed up? At the end of the day, there's some big red flags. Yeah, sure. Not a great answer. People should be ecstatic to date you. Usually. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
A victory is not a victory unless it's an overwhelming victory when it comes to love. And there's nothing worse. You didn't do this, and this is just something we can learn from this. But like whenever a guy, they're like, "Let me take you out," and the girl's like, "No," and he's like, "Come on, come on." They're like very pushy. I know you didn't do that once again, but then they finally say yes. You didn't get a yes, dipshit. You got a yes, sure. You got a defeated yes. And I think she was probably just being nice to you, and then realized that she probably didn't want to do that. Which once again, it's not your fault, and you shouldn't feel bad about that. She liked you enough to say yes in the first place, and then she probably decided against it or whatever. But it's just you weren't exactly what she was looking for. It's not that you're not worth it for everyone else. The fact that she got her friend to break up with you shows that she's not emotionally intelligent, or at least doesn't have emotional capabilities to handle those types of situations that she got herself into. And it's also a little disrespectful. So all of this together, you saw your shot, which is fantastic. I'm proud of you. But it didn't work out. Now, talking to her about it is probably not going to be the best case scenario. I mean, you're going to see her around, you could talk to her then, but don't go digging for answers when there's no real answers to be had. Just move on and
Right.
focus on yourself in the moment. I really think that's going to be the best for you.
Should I stay friends with her? Or like,
If you have a conversation with her about, what happened. If you really want to be friends with her and this didn't bother you that much, then fuck it, yeah. But you're gonna have to, you can't just walk back into this. You're gonna have a conversation about like, hey, listen, sorry that shit didn't work out. Like, da 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 da. Hope we're still good, and then go from there. But you have to talk about it first. Otherwise, it's just gonna be weird the whole time.
all right, thanks.
No problem. I pissed through that call. Bless your heart.
Have a good day. Bye.
Fucking nailed that. Stop talking about race in the chat. Stop it. That's my order. Regardless, back and forth. Couch Doritos, how you doing?
Sorry, I'm just finishing off a assignment right now, so I seem a little distracted. Um, I have a story that doesn't really, it's not mine, but it is one that happened recently.
Okay, can you get a little closer to the mic?
Yeah, sorry. Desk. Is this good?
Yeah, way better.
Sounds good. So basically, for context, one of my friends, he's not from the United States, he's from Britain, and his visa expires this month, so his girlfriend's like, here, let's throw a party before he goes, as, a girlfriend would do.
Right.
And we invite pretty much all of his friends, and two of those have been like in this relationship that's really rocky. And we knew like the second they got in here that they were already like in a fight,
Mm-hmm.
but they were keeping it to themselves mostly. At about like 3 hours into the party, they disappear into a bathroom together, and we can hear the girlfriend start yelling at the guy, no, the British guy. She starts yelling at him like, you're just lying to me. All you do is lie." And finally, they come out of the bathroom after an hour of yelling at each other. And we ask her what happened, and she says, "Well, he had a picture of another girl on his phone." So we had to like talk to the other guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I screenshotted a picture of a girl off of Instagram," and my friend and I are already like pretty pissed off about it because why would you do that? You're in a relationship. Don't cheat. Don't do anything that's like unfaithful. Uh, and we're like, from how long ago? Because if it was like a couple months ago, you could have forgotten about it. Uh, you know, there's a good couple excuses there, and he's like, "It's from today." which just made everyone so much more mad.
What kind of picture was it?
Some bikini picture, some picture on this girl's Instagram.
And he screenshotted it?
He screenshotted it. Didn't even like save it. Just screenshotted he just screenshotted the post.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Uh, and so we're talking, and she's like, I don't want to talk to him, but I also don't want to like go on a break. And we're like, well, you need to go on a break. Like, if you don't want to break up with him, you need to like take time to let this register. Because she's like, I want to go talk to him. No, you don't. You trust me. You do not. Not right now. You will lose your mind. Uh, and so we finally, a couple of my friends and I finally convinced her to like take a second, step back, take a break for a little while. Uh, we're like, don't talk to him for like a day or so.
Yeah.
Not 5 seconds after we told her that not to, she goes back in and just starts making out with him on the couch.
Okay. How old are you
So,
guys?
16.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I want to say that explains it, but
Yeah.
as a 25-year-old, when you're that age, that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it's not healthy for either of them. They're both making huge mistakes, but they're gonna look back at that when they're 19 and say, "Oh, okay." Like
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing that because when this falls apart in 3 months at the most, it's a good learning lesson. It's toxicity, it's passion, it's jealousy,
Hmm.
it's anger, and it's gonna get something moving, and that's gonna happen for her. I am so confused as to why, like, was he saving it for later? Why can't he just go back to the Instagram? I don't know why he was doing that. If anything, in my head, I'm guessing, this is my personal belief, that he screenshot it and sent it to this girl whose picture it was, and then they talked about it, which is even worse. But that's the only reason why I
Hmm.
can think about someone, or he's talking about it with his boys or something. That's the only reason I can think about it. Even then, he got caught. I wouldn't call that full out cheating. It's weird and creepy. I wouldn't call that cheating, though, because
Hmm.
he's treating that woman like an object, which is even not as good. But I wouldn't consider it. You know, he didn't break. It wasn't betrayal. He didn't do anything in terms of physicality, but it's still fucking bad. So
Yeah.
that girl's gonna learn. That boy's gonna learn. It's gonna be a toxic power of toxic burn up of passion and desire. But that's what relationships are when you're 16. No one knows what the fuck they're
Hmm.
doing. But good story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to be a
Thank you.
part of that, and that probably ruined the fucking party for everybody. But
It was a little bit of a downer, but we kind of got back to it. We asked him later like why he did it, and the girlfriend asked him too, and this is like where they started yelling. Apparently he said, and I quote, "'Cause she's fine."
okay, yeah, all right.
Says that to his own girlfriend. Like, what is wrong with you?
Okay, I mean this guy's got a lot to learn. That's just
Hmm.
bad. But
Yeah.
I wish you're a good guy for trying to get in the middle of that. But that's the only advice I want to leave you with is sometimes you're walking in a crossfire. So you might
Yeah.
like that type of exact situation. It's better to watch them both burn. It really is
Hmm.
because they'll rise from the phoenix like rise for the ashes like phoenixes. Phoenix. Regardless, stay uninvolved in those situations because you're not
Hmm.
saving anyone. Like
Yeah.
you might not want to
Well,
even save the relationship. So.
yeah, everyone's just kind of stepped back and let them do their own thing.
Yeah, yeah. You'll get a text from one of them one day saying like, "Hey, we broke up," and then you'll be like, "Okay," and then we'll all move on. All right, son.
Hmm. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Bless your heart, couch Doritos.
Thank you.
Pigeon driving a bus with the Prime sub. Heyo. Anyone else give me shit? Steal Justice with the Prime sub. Heyo. Angel Soul 22. Gave a sub to Gwen. Heyo. Tired Bugs with the regular sub. Thank you so much. That is so yucky. I agree. Mr. Chris. Is that actually you in the picture?
No, that is not.
Who is that?
That is my friend's uncle.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad that's your picture. This is
Thank
the most
you.
normal looking man I've ever seen. If you looked
I,
up white man on Google, that's the first picture that comes up.
you know what? I'm sure it probably would be.
That's fantastic. What can I do for you?
Okay, so I have a rather interesting story.
All right.
So my for some context, my one of my best friends went to like a boarding school this year, for like freshman year of high school. So she has a roommate there, and like she lives like 3 hours away
Right.
and all, unfortunately. But her roommate is really pretty. Okay,
Okay.
so I that's problem number one. But then problem number two is that there's this other girl that goes to my school that I kind of like, but she's in like three of my classes, and I feel like if I said anything and she said no, that would make it really weird interacting with her from now on.
Wait, did you say you have a girlfriend?
No,
Oh, who was the first girl? I thought you said that first girl.
No. One of my best friends.
Oh, has a hot roommate, and now there's this new girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude,
So,
you're in. I mean, first of all, what year are you?
I'm a freshman.
Okay. Dog, just shoot your shot. Just do it. It's gonna be awkward if it doesn't work out. It's gonna be awkward if it works out. You're a freshman. You're gonna have weird freshman flings, and that's just how it goes. You're gonna go through your whole high school career without having a girlfriend, or at least trying to have one. Think of one time through your high school career where it's gonna be not weird if you shoot your shot with a girl.
Uh, yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I mean, come on. It's always gonna be weird. Being a kid, being your age, is when you're supposed to feel weird. It's when you figure out how much you're willing to risk and how much it's willing to hurt to have a girlfriend. This is when you figure it out. I know you're standing at the top of a mountain ready to roll down. It looks scary as shit because it is scary as shit. But you got to get to the base, my guy. You got to get ground level. So shoot the shot. And it's also better, always better. Gwen brings up a good point. I was going to say it anyways, and Pishy said it before me. It's better to always pick the girl or person that's in proximity to you, that you can hang out with, that you can build a relationship with. Doesn't care how pretty the girl 3 hours away is. That's a fucking nightmare. So just go for the girl that's in front of you.
All right. I appreciate the advice.
No problem, bud. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Bless
Have
your
a nice day, Father.
You too, son. What a nice young man. Epicule.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Um, ex- um, so contrary to the last person that I was just listening to, I just went my whole high school career without any sort of relationship.
Right.
Um, and but the thing is, I'm blind, is what I've figured out. Because like reading messages, like all that, I probably could have had like 5 or 6 different shots, but
Oh, you mean like emotionally blind?
yes,
Can you physically see?
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
sorry.
was so blown away at the fact that you're like, I just figured out I'm blind, and I wanted to know so much about your childhood and what the fuck happened where you never knew that you were blind. That fucking
I'm
come up with better analogies and put
Yeah, I'm
words
so
in
sorry.
them.
Yeah, I am emotionally blind.
Okay.
I was
So
only ever,
that's just a classic thing. I'm not gonna. You can continue your story, but like it's very classic, and it happened to me, and it happens to every guy. Where oh god, the church dust is coming back. One sec. Where every guy gets hit on by girls, and we don't realize it. We're fucking idiots, especially at your age. You don't want to risk that, emotionally. But like you said, you had 5 or 6 opportunities. Continue.
yeah, and I only ever figured that out by either my friends telling me like a year or two down the road, or reading text messages, and it's like, yeah, I really could have.
Right.
But that's really not the point. I digress. My one of my friends that I had for like the past 2 years now, we were really close, and they later disclosed to me that they liked me, and at the time I liked them. It really could have worked out. It really could have worked out, and that's what messes with me.
Mhm.
But I keep it short. We kind of had a falling out for like a year, and then we're talking now. But like it's so hard and forced over text. Like I have to start basically everything, just keep it going. But once we get in person, once we hang out and stuff, it's just so nice and easy, and we both have a good time. And I mentioned it to them, and then they're like, it's just really hard. I don't like, I really do want to move on from them and like like I said earlier, I've never had a relationship. Like I have. Do you like have any advice to like move on or like try and work towards that?
You got to give some distance,
Sorry. Um, yeah.
which is tough and it's horrible to hear. But I always say, like my mom says, it's gonna have to hurt, and in the sense of like, you don't have to cut her out of your life completely, but texting her all the time and wanting to hang out with her and stuff, you gotta lessen that. Because there was a kid today on the Patreon only podcast. He sent me an email and he's like, I want to get over this girl, but I send her good morning and good night text every day, and I always text her that she's loved. I just don't know what to do. And it's like, I get it. You really like somebody and you want to have them in your life, and it really you love them. You do, and it's just one of those things where you can't imagine life without them. But if you want to get out of it, you're gonna have to put distance between you and them. And if you're putting all the work in the texts, like just give it 2 weeks, see if she ever texts you. And if she doesn't, let that time grow and grow and grow. And it's, how old are you?
I'm 18.
18? Yeah, 18's still pretty tough in terms of timing. But like 6 months is probably the minimum amount of time it's going to take to fully get over this person. But it's like, if you want to lose 30 pounds, you got to start getting in the gym. You got to start putting the effort towards getting away from the situation.
It's just hard because like I already had like basically a whole year apart,
hmm
and dude, that only just left for like ups and downs that whole time, and
Well,
it's
so that's a different situation, though. You got to think about that mentally. Because the whole time you're thinking about, wanting this to happen again, and you're thinking about her, and there's no exit plan. You're just hoping it gets going again. But now that it got going, you decided that you want to get out of it. So it's two different kinds of missing someone. It's completely different. Because the original one, there's hope, and in this one, it's effort. If you put the effort in, just like it could be if you walk away, maybe in a whole nother year, you might go back at it, but you got to put the distance between you and them to figure out exactly where you're at mentally.
Mhm.
All right?
we are hanging out Sunday. So do you have any advice on like anything to like say when we're hanging out in person? Like anything to like ask regarding that? Like should I confront them about that?
I mean, if this is your decision, right?
Yeah.
So if you just want to get away, I mean, you could do a final shoot your shot if you're interested in doing that. But if you want to stop loving them, you just got to be like, hey, like I'm gonna be focusing on myself a little bit in the near future. So just letting you know, I might be a little bit unavailable.
Yeah.
Just so she's aware of what's going on, and you can just back out quietly. Irish goodbye.
That's fine. All right.
All right,
Yeah, thank you.
no problem, bud. Have a good one.
You too.
Sorry, I'm not being. That seemed like I was really sad. I was reading the chat. You guys just went off. I've been slam clicking the join voice button for the queue, and I still haven't gotten in lane. LMAO, y'all are too fast. Yeah, people are fucking insane. Pigeon driving a bus with the prime sub. Oh no, that was a while ago. Hold on. Couch Doritos with the gifted sub. Thank you. And I thought I saw something else. Oh yeah, Cervictally with the prime sub. Thank you. All right. Up next, One True Hobo.
Hello, my sir. Let me just mute the stream real quick.
You're good.
All right. So my situation, right? It's kind of an in the bag type of thing. I just want to make sure I'm like doing it right.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So like basically, I've known this girl for like a really, really long time. Like probably like 3.5-ish years, right? We met, I want to say like beginning of quarantine-ish, right? We talked a lot. And back then, I'll be the first one to admit it, I was kind of an incel. All right. I said some really weird shit to her.
How
That
old were
was
you?
like, I'm 18.
How old were you then? So you were 15?
15, 16.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, one time I said, like, when she put on her glasses, I said she looked like a sexy librarian. She still makes fun of me for that shit.
That's not incelly.
There was some other shit. I just don't want to get too into details because PJ-13.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not great, right? But we've gone through this stuff. I improved over time, slowly working on it, and I can definitely say I'm not an incel anymore. But uh, well, okay, only definitionally I am, but I don't like act like one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're still involuntarily celibate, but you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't hate women for it. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. So, like we kind of like oh yeah, I forgot to mention this is probably a very important part. She lives like in Australia. I live in like Las Vegas, so
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
very far away from each other. We so like I want to say like beginning of 2021 ish. We dated for like 2-ish months,
Mm-hmm.
but she had a lot of really bad mental health issues going on at the time, and that was taking a toll on me because I couldn't really help her at all because I wasn't there for her,
Mm-hmm.
and I just didn't know how to at that time. So we stopped talking for like 8-ish months, and we start talking again, and it's just basically she's doing a lot better now, and I'm doing a lot better now. This is like probably, let me give you a timeline. This is probably like February-ish this year. So maybe a bit more than 8 months, but we talked like, I don't know, once a month before that, but you know, it's just she's not great at responding,
Right.
basically. And so, but we started really talking again a couple months ago, right? And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here.
You started talking to her again.
Yeah, so we started talking again, and slowly but surely, I started realizing. Have you ever watched Kaguya-sama Love Is War?
No.
The anime?
No.
Okay,
Talking
so
to the
it
wrong
basically
guy.
it's an anime. It's an anime about two people who are like really into each other, but neither of them wants to be the first one to say it. And that's kind of what it feels like for me for this whole situation. And it's not that I don't want to be the one to say it, right? But she's coming down to visit me in like a month or two ish, right?
Right.
And my question is it a good idea to keep it ambiguous until she comes here? Or is it better to, because like I have pretty good reason to believe that she's also super into me.
Uh,
Um,
do not
do I want
do not
to? Huh?
keep it ambiguous, bro.
Do not?
No. Have you ever heard that? That was one of the first things I said on the show a long time ago. I haven't said it in a while because I haven't had a story about it. But always confirm is the slogan. Always
Yeah.
confirm. Always confirm it's a date. Always confirm what you're doing. Because once she gets there and you both don't know what the fuck's going on, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be a nightmare. Because you're
Yeah.
both not sure and you're gonna be wasting so much time. And if you figure out what the fuck's going on beforehand, you let it be known like, hey, what are we doing? Who are we? Are you interested? I'm pretty interested. Have that conversation, and even if she's not, which from what you're saying, she probably is, but even if
Yeah.
she's not, they're like, okay, then we can just be cool while you're here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's better to figure that shit out beforehand, because when she's there, like, then it's like, it gets real, and then you're nervously sitting on the same bed, and you go for a kiss, and
Yeah.
it might not land, and then she's there for a couple more days. Just no bueno. Just figure it out beforehand.
That's probably, yeah. All right.
Plus, it's not
That's
that it's not like an impersonal thing. You already dated, so impersonality is not an
Yeah.
issue. It's not like you're ruining anything by bringing it up over the internet. You already did that once, so yeah, fucking ask, or just at least figure it out. You don't have to be like, I love you so much. Oh my god. You can you can just kind
Yeah,
of
of
keep it
course.
low key. You could just
Yeah, exactly.
ask her, be like, I'm into you. Are you into me? Da 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 da, and figure it out. That's the move.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart, son.
You too.
Oh, you said goodbye. Goodbye. Bet my fortune. Always coming in with the one sub. Much appreciated. Bobby, message me after the stream, because I read your message during the stream and I'm gonna forget. But I have an answer. Also, once again, I want to remind everyone that after this stream, we'll be doing another stream, which is the Down Bad Work version. Once again, there's a name for it. I cannot fucking remember it. They have a very clever name. But at the end of the day, after the stream, instead of rating someone, just stick around in the chat. We're going to boot up another stream live from New York and not Chicago. And they're going to be having call-ins for work-related shit. work-related down bad stuff. So if you have an annoying boss, a coworker that sucks, you're in love with a girl at work, you just got caught shitting in the water cooler, I don't know. You can talk about it with him. His name's Jack. He's fantastic. And I think he's going to be doing some shtick where he's wearing gym shorts and the top shirt like he's on a Zoom call. It's funny. So get ready for that. If she didn't like the incel thing you said to her, you wouldn't be talking to her at all, LOL. Yeah. I mean, we all had that. I mean, that incel pipeline gets you young. Normie.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm very interested in what's going on in general chat.
Oh, God, what the fuck's going on in general chat?
A lot.
Are people yelling at each other or some shit? I stay out of general chat. I see an old lady picture.
Yeah.
Cope harder. Don't
So,
care.
yeah, stuff is going on. But
Okay, whatever.
I have a really short story.
Okay.
So I think what I should say is I'm homeschooled, and so like socializing
That's tough.
is hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard. And there's also stuff that's going on with my parents, which makes it a lot harder to talk to like anyone.
Okay.
But I've liked this girl for the past few years, but being in homeschool, it's hard to like connect. Like going to school and talking with her would practically just impossible.
Okay.
And I just like I don't know what to do.
You just gotta do it. So we had a person like you call in recently where he was like, not only was he homeschooled, he was kind of in a cult. Like he was like, he was very separated from the real world until he got to college.
Okay.
And the way I explained it to him was, you get to, like, sadly, but also in a fun way, you get to make the mistakes that everyone else did that they did earlier. So you have a late start, but that just means you gotta start later. So you thinking it's impossible to talk to a girl, yeah, it is impossible to talk to a girl. It's always impossible to talk to a girl, but you develop skills to make it a little less impossible. And the only way you do that is by going for it. So you gotta go for it, and you're gonna make mistakes, but I can give you some tips in terms of talking to girls, but you gotta go for it.
Okay.
Because if you don't go for it, then you end up like the last guy on the phone, where he hates women for not liking him before he even knows that they might like him.
Yeah.
Which is a terrible way to live.
So we've tried, like, I guess, being in a relationship before, but we're pretty young. I would be a freshman if I were in public school. Like,
Okay.
We're young, but we've tried it before, and I've always had mental illnesses that I will not say. So it's like just being in a relationship is kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like need like I guess like someone else to tell me that I have the confidence to go do it.
Listen, dude. One of the biggest things you got to realize is there's like the people, like the movie fucking Brad Pitt walks up to a girl at a bar, whatever, and he's real smooth about it. The people who can do that are stupid. Like, you have to be real dumb to be real confident. Like, because you're unaware of how stupid you are. You're unaware of how crazy what you're doing is. That
makes sense.
You're too smart. Smart people, that's why smart people have mental illness, really, because we're too aware of the world. I'm not calling myself super smart, but I have like general anxiety. I got some form of OCDs. I have dermatillomania. I got all this crazy shit. And like, when I meet people with no mental illness, you just raw dogging life. You just drool dripping down your chin, talking to girls, because they're not aware of how fucking terrifying everything is. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
You just, like I said a couple calls ago too, like you approach a girl and you're a little nervous and it's kind of cute and they know what's going on. And the only thing, when you have conversations like that, it's not supposed to go smoothly. And if it goes smoothly, they probably think you're a fuckboy. They probably think you've done this a million times. Just fucking go into it and be a human, treat them like a human, and expect the least. That's all you gotta do. You have the confidence. Everyone has the same amount of confidence as you, unless they're stupid. Just go for it.
Okay, I will. I'll try to get into queue and like give you an update. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it today.
Okay, all right. Proud of you, kid.
I'll do it today.
All right, bless your heart. I'm glad my pep talk worked.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. No, I don't want to ban him. I keep almost banning people. Tucker, did I tell you I had a second date with Coke Guy last week? Why'd you look so sad in the Be Real yesterday? Oh, you follow me on Be Real. I just tried to get a quick picture of my cat looking funny, and it just happened, so I look sad. I actually had to explain to my girlfriend that she thinks I'm always in a bad mood, but I'm just so stupid that whenever I'm thinking or enjoying my time, my eyebrows get really low and I look like this. I just have a face like that when I'm focusing. My mother does it too. It's embarrassing. We went to a museum and I was looking at all the shit and she was like, "We can leave." And I was like, "Why? I'm enjoying it." I was the whole time. Oh yeah. Oh cool. I just have a RBF, I guess. Ezzy. Wow, you got a fucking logo and everything?
Yo, it was just like I don't know, what was it like Google Sheets maybe? I don't know. I just screenshotted. I was messing around with a friend. It's cool.
Real professional. What can I do for you?
All right. Um, it's actually kind of it's nothing. It's so I was at Yellowstone a bit ago for what's it called road trip, which was some friends, right? And it was kind of funny. So there was this one time I was walking around, and there was almost everyone there. It was just some old person, you know.
Hmm.
There's no one there even no, close to my age, right? And this one time I was walking around and it was like a movie scene. So I'm walking, right? And this other girl's walking opposite directions, right?
Hmm.
And suddenly from the corner of my eye, I see her and I'm like, wait, she looks kind of hot. So I do like that thing, you know, like you like turn a little bit around, but not too much around to
Yeah.
like look, you know, like look at them. You know what I mean?
Rubbernecking. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that and she does the exact same thing. And we
Ooh.
just lock eye contact for a minute. And then whatever, she walks away, whatever, and then a couple minutes later I'm walking behind her, we're leaving this thing, whatever, right? And for some fucking reason, I never got like she kept doing stupid stuff to try and slow down for me to get up to her, like looking at a tree and like stupid stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I don't know why I didn't get her number, and I'm so pissed.
Yeah, dog. That's one of the, how old are you?
15.
That's gonna stick with you for a long time, brother.
Dang.
That's tough. I mean, it's a good learning lesson
Yeah.
where, you're gonna be thinking about this at 2 in the morning a lot, thinking about what you could have done. I mean, it's a park girl. I mean, it's like the same thing as camp. Like you
Yeah.
weren't gonna
It would have been. Yeah, it
it
would
would
have
have
been
been
fun
a
though.
it would have
Yeah,
been
those
just a
were-
little ditty. It wouldn't have been anything. But at the end of the
yeah.
day, these opportunities come and they go, and they don't come often. So you gotta
Yeah.
shoot your shot. Also, why is your voice so fucking deep? You're 15.
I don't know. I'm also just tired right now, so I haven't. Yeah.
Do you
I
play
don't know.
Valorant?
Nope.
There's a lot of guys that sound like you when they play Valorant. Have you ever heard of the
I
Val
don't.
accent?
What?
Have you ever heard of the Val accent?
No. What is that?
It's just the way people talk when they play video games. It's not like it's just like da 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 da. It sounds like a car starting. You don't do that, but you'd have the capabilities to do it. I want you to go online, look that up, and practice it because it'd be fucking hilarious if you could nail that. But regardless, shoot you shot, pimp. And I know it's a little weird when you're in a park walking behind a girl. There's
I
not.
think honestly, thinking back to it now, the only reason I think I didn't was because my parents were like 5 feet behind me, and it was just like kind of awkward.
Dude,
Like
my
I didn't want
dad,
to go up to a girl while I'm with
my
my parents, and it's like,
my dad would always we'd be
yeah,
out to dinner and there'd be a cute girl across from us, and I'd be like, oh, she's cute, and he'd be like, go fucking ask for her number. Don't be a pussy, go do it. And I'd
and
be
my
like,
parents.
I'm like in front of you guys, like fuck that. I'll do it alone. I'd rather be alone. But yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
all my
also
parents have ever said about that stuff is just don't get someone pregnant right now. That's
yeah.
all I've ever.
I mean, I used to get condoms in my stockings. My parents were pretty open about being a kid, but at the end of the day, she was giving up pretty heavy signals, so that's fine. But approaching a girl in a park from behind.
No, it was more just I don't know. I haven't gone. I don't know if you remember. I used to call in a couple months ago, and I just remembered this. I haven't even watched any streams recently, and this happened like a week ago. And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go call him for this
I'm
because
gonna call the
it's really
priest.
what
It's just funny. Like I gotta call the priest about this.
exactly."
All right. Well, do better. Proud of you though. Get it done. Bless your heart, son.
All right, bye.
Bye. Condoms in the stocking is crazy. Yeah, Jill's a cool lady. My mom. I went to college with, because I wasn't getting laid in high school. I went to college with like 300 condoms. Just a big fucking box of them, as if I was gonna fucking raise the village. And then I left with like 298 condoms. And I'm sure half of them were expired. How do they know what size? Do you pick condoms by size? I mean, it's regular and XL. Do they sell extra small condoms? Do you fucking... It's not a shoe store. Condoms don't come in that many sizes, pimp. I'll buy a Magnum just to give myself some confidence. But Magnums aren't even. I don't think they're longer. They're just thicker, so I don't snap. Pull out that gold ramen packet. Let them know what's up. Fuzzy Tree Stomper.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How you doing, Father?
Good. What can I do
How's
for you?
your day?
Good.
Hey, may I seek out advice?
Yeah.
All right. So I went on this date like 2 weeks ago, right? And it was going pretty well. You know, we went to an Italian restaurant and whatnot, and then in the middle of it, we were having a great conversation, wonderful woman, and then it goes in the middle of it, she goes, "Oh yeah, I'm really into like true crime." I'm like, "Okay, you know, that's fair." I watched a few documentaries myself, and she was like, "Yeah, I want to be FBI, whatever." And then she goes, "I really enjoyed that photo of like Jeffrey Dahmer's victims photo, like victims." And I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" And she was like, "Oh, like that one photo of like the fridge with the fingers and like the two heads." And I'm like, "I'm currently eating,
Mm-hmm.
you know?" And
Yeah.
I don't. So we were planning on going to the movies after. I was like, "Oh, you know, my father called me, what yada." And she was like, "Oh yeah, could we go another time?" Like, you know, second date. And I'm like, I don't how because it's been 2 weeks and I have not messaged her once. I don't want to like get her hopes up, but like at the same time, I don't want to go. You know?
You're out, right? You're mentally out of this?
Yes,
Okay.
completely.
All right. Well, very fun to be in your position because you're applying for a job you don't need kind of situation. Where there's
Yeah.
a girl who wants to hang out with you again, and rarely is it the case where the girl fucks up in a date and the guy is not interested. But, you know, she'll understand. That's why people go on first dates, is to get your vibe. And you caught serial killer vibe, so it's not your fault. Just be like, hey, listen, I'm working on myself. Don't feel bad. Like, I hate telling people no, and I'm a people pleaser, but it's not your job to give this girl a chance if you're not into it, regardless, even if this wasn't the murdery case, if it was just like she ate her food loudly or whatever the fuck, whatever reason you don't want to date her, you don't have to date her. It was just one date. So you can kind of nicely let her down. Not you, it's me, but it's definitely her. And you just, quietly leave. Polite exit.
Yeah.
Just don't owe them anything. But also, 15?
Yes.
All right,
Yes, I
well,
am.
I'm not going to say what I said. I was going to say she's probably really good at sex, but you're 15, don't worry about that. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to figure out the stream, all right?
Yes. Thank you, Father.
No problem. I'm watching. It's back. It's back? How far behind is it? Okay, all right, we're back. See, it is not my internet that shits out. It's Streamlabs. Because my internet is a consistent... I've Ethernet, and it's really good. I have 2 ping. It's just sometimes, like, if I stream for too long, Streamlabs will just reboot itself. Are you a real priest? Don't worry about it. We back. All right. Good. That usually puts me in a bad mood, but it fixed itself quick enough, so I am golden. RLC. Oh, I got kicked out of that too. RLC? Yeah, Streamlabs is fucking annoying.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Hi, Father. How you doing?
What up? What does RLC stand for? Is that your initials?
Just my initials, yeah.
Okay. What can I do for you?
I just came here for advice. I'm not necessarily down bad. Just advice with like trauma, I guess.
Okay.
I got a girlfriend. I'm very happy with her. She makes me the happiest, happy and doing good. But like 2 years ago, before I started dating her, I was with some other girl, and what happened was, I found out she cheated on me, and which is fine. Honestly, I wasn't even sad about it. I was just, if anything, I was just pissed off when I found out. I was so upset.
Yeah.
So I kind of just kept those emotions like bottled in.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, I meet this girl, and we've been dating for 8 months, almost a year now. In December, it's gonna be a year. But the point was like, I know, like deep down, that she wouldn't cheat on me, like the girl I'm with right now, because calls me every day. We talk every day. I see her like whenever. and I know she wouldn't cheat too. She even has her location on for me. She didn't have to do that, but she does. It's just that I have that kind of like that trauma, I guess,
Yeah.
of what happened, and I'm scared it would happen again. I know
Yeah.
she wouldn't do it. It's just how do I like kind of get rid of those thoughts?
Well, therapy,
Like,
first of all. That's deeper than like
okay,
so I was in the same situation as you. My first relationship, I got cheated on a bunch, didn't know about it, and then 6 years later I got a girlfriend. Took me that long to recover. You're doing better than most men.
Jesus.
Most men fucking cannot handle that. Like there's so how many start how old are you?
I'm 22. Well,
Re-
I'm turning 22 in on
Regardless, are
Sunday.
you in college or are you just floating around?
Yeah, I'm in college,
How many
fifth year.
boys do you know that got hurt by one girl and now they're just fuck boys who like don't date and they just like, they just trap, they fuck around. Like so many guys, if you get them drunk enough, they'll start talking
Yeah, I
about.
think I know a couple actually.
Yeah,
Now that you mention it, I
yeah, it
never really,
happens. It's a
yeah,
very
thought
common
about it.
thing. Yeah,
Crazy.
but you're doing great. But 50% of a relationship is trust off the bat,
Okay.
and then everything else is little amounts like 5%, 10%. Da da da. I love that. Buy this, but 50% of it is trust, and you have it. You're just ignoring the dark thoughts, which is good. But you need to get a counselor or someone to talk about this. I can try and help you out as best as I can, but if you really want to get to the root of these things and blast through them, a therapist is really going to help you. And there's really cheap. I should get sponsored by a therapy online like website so I can
Honestly, you should.
so I can fucking just boot people over there and use discount code Father Tug. But at the end of the day, you should look into like getting a little help with that because that's just trauma, like you said. It's just thing. It's like it's light PTSD. I don't want to use that for full term because that's for definitely deeper shit. But you've been wronged, and you get this nasty, nasty feeling in your gut. Even though you know you love them, even though you trust them, you get this nasty feeling in your gut and it won't go away. And a therapist can break that down like a Minecraft block. Clap, 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 and just take it away.
All right, for sure. Thank you,
No
Father.
problem.
I just needed to hear that. Appreciate it.
You're good, Doug. You're not crazy. It just happens. Bless your heart.
Yeah, you have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, I timed him out. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I can't figure out the buttons. I don't know how long that timeout works, RLC. I'm super sorry. If you're in the chat, I don't know how to get you back either. Fuck me. I don't know how to use Discord or Twitch. God damn it. I'm an old man. I went to go click disconnect and I timed him out. Rowan, if you're here, anyone, if you could untime him out. He's a good guy. I hope he didn't get a notification. I hope you're listening, bro. God damn it. I'm so sorry. Up next is Bugs. Hi, Bugs.
Hello, Father Tug.
What's up?
Hey, I'm super anxious and but excited to be here.
Love to hear it.
But I need advice. So there was this guy that I was dating, and we like it's insane the way that we started dating because I crashed his truck 4 days before we started dating. Totaled it, rolled it, it's broken. He doesn't have a car anymore. And then he dated me anyways. And we dated for 2 months. And then he broke up with me about a month ago because his mental health is really bad. And he didn't want to drag me down in that sense. He was just mature about it, he was just telling me that he didn't want to hurt me from it. And so he broke up with me so as to not, go through that whole thing. And it sucks and I'm very sad about it, but I'm at the point where I'm stuck because we've had conversations on if there's a chance of us getting back together down the line, and he says that it's a possibility, but he doesn't want to say yes or no to it because that's leading me on and all that. But I'm at a point where I'm stuck on whether to move on from those feelings for him or to just kind of write it out and wait and see what happens.
Move on. Move on. It was 2 months. And I'm not saying that those 2 months aren't worth something, but you tried it out. His mental health wasn't good enough for that, and I don't think you put enough. You didn't. You weren't watering a flower every day for 6 years. It's 2 months and the flower died. Probably don't buy the same kind of flower. Just kind of move on. If he's gonna,
I just have
no, go ahead.
Sorry, I just have a harder time with it because he I have a really long years of just trauma with men and bad relationships, and he was the first person to actually hear me out with all my issues and my anxiety and all that. And so it just kind of sucks because I'm scared to go into something where I'm not gonna have that again. And I don't know, I'm just
all right.
It sucks.
Well, then I'm going to give you an answer you don't want to hear, which is I don't know. which is,
Yeah.
it's 100% up to you. And I know there's a lot of bullshit going on, and men are scary, and they've hurt you before, but this one didn't, right? Who's to say the next one won't? And as you get older, you can see red flags. You can see what you saw in this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you can pick them. You know what you know, and you know what's not good. I think that using your base knowledge of shitty people, you can probably scrape someone out unless they're complete and masterful manipulator, which happens sometimes, but that's part of dating, which sucks. But
Yeah.
in the larger sense, I think you owe it to yourself at the very least, because he says he's not dragging you along, but by saying I don't know is dragging you along.
Okay.
It has the same effect as saying yes, because you're still just as hopeful. So I'm sure he doesn't mean it like that. I think he just doesn't want to hurt your feelings, because I'm sure he doesn't know his answer either. But by saying not knowing, it's just as mentally diminishing as it is just saying yes later. So, at the very least, just take some time for yourself. Get reevaluated, because this is only a month. You're kind of scrambled. Just take some time. Don't message him as much. Just really figure out where you're at and what you need, and then after 2 or 3 weeks, kind of go back into it with a fresh mind.
Okay, that's fair. Cause I mean I'm starting therapy next week, hopefully. So hopefully that helps.
I like how for everyone I'm the gateway drug to real therapy. Just preach on the internet, and they're like, okay, that was a good start, but I'm a little bit more hungry. And then they go back and get their fucking brain figured out. So yeah, that would be fantastic for you. I think therapy is going to be great for the situation.
It's just so expensive, and I'm broke, but I'll figure something out. Thank you.
I've gotten in and out of therapy so many times where I just I go into the therapy I've been doing it online, but I just show up and I get okay, here's all the things I need to work out. I have money for 2 sessions. Let's figure this shit out. And then, and then I get out of there and they're like, well, you gonna come back? I'm like, you gonna give me a discount? Cause fuck no, I don't have money for this shit. But yeah, yep, just be smart about it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day, Father.
You too, Bucks. Have a good one.
Bye.
Keeping you in case something else comes along. You're worth more. Exactly. How will the queue in down bad work? I think it's good. I think it's just gonna be the same exact thing. So if you're in the queue now, don't leave it if you want to talk about work shit. Something creative. Great user profile picture. Love Adventure Time.
What's good?
What's poppin'?
So I am a freshman in college. I'm 17.
That's early, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I was born in October, so I have a late birthday.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I went to college out of state. I'm from California. I went to college in Texas. I've been here for about a month now. This is my 4th week, middle of my 4th week. And so I did a little acid on Sunday. And I guess, I had kind of negative feelings before, but now I'm sort of considering leaving and then applying for schools in California in the summer or in the spring. And I want some advice on how to meet people because, I'm out here. I've met a couple people, but they're all significantly older than me. One guy's 19. He's a sophomore, so he has his own place off campus. The other guy's 24, so he's 7 years older than me. So it's one of those things where it's just we don't have anything in common. So it's just one of those things where I'm trying to, I've been looking at clubs and stuff. Nothing really catches my eye. And it's tough because, like I said, I'm 17. I don't have a car, which in Texas is kind of a big deal. Yeah. So, I went to, I rushed a frat and then I got dropped my first week, which sucked. But, the guys that I met there, like I said, I don't have a connection with them because they're all, significantly older than me.
Yeah.
So it's just, one of those things where it's, now I'm thinking about, well, do I leave? Do I go back home? Do I figure out, exactly what I want to do and then take that time to evaluate my situation and then apply for schools maybe in California in the spring. I don't really know. I'm just
I think it's one of those things where we can come to a decision later in leaving, but right now let's do our best to make it work. And by making it work,
absolutely.
You said you're already looking at clubs, right? And that nothing's really catching your eye. But even I would say whittle them down to your top 3. You know what I mean? Even if you're not super into them, still do it. because you're still going to meet
Okay.
people, and the best type of people are the people who are talking about things they're passionate about. So if you join a
It's
group
true.
about, like, I don't know what you're into, but say you're into like card deck building or Magic the Gathering, I'm not.
I am into Magic the Gathering.
There you go. First of all, I'm sure there's a club for that. But second of all, like it's not hard to talk to people when you're talking about things you already know. You know what I mean? Some
Right.
things you're
Yeah,
already
yeah,
passionate
yeah.
about. Like you barely even are gonna get to know them until you're like, oh, his deck's fucking sick. How did we get to that? I don't know anything about Magic, but like where'd you get that card? Da 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 da. And then then you can get to know them better. So that's one of the things you can do. Two, and this is so corny, and it sucks that you got to do it, but that every school does it, like those freshman pizza nights or fucking ice cream socials. I know, and it's cringe. Don't wear the freshman shirt. Don't wear the lanyard. But go there knowing you're better than most people there who are trying to get friends. And if everyone sucks, you can leave. But that's how I met some of like my best friends. Was at these things we got together like, this fucking sucks, huh? And you're like, yeah. And then you just like kind of you just shoot the shit with them there.
Get on it. Yeah. I got it.
Make the best of a bad situation. And then also in terms of like moving to your school, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like realizing that moving all the way. Like I went from Massachusetts to Chicago, and I knew a bunch of people who that's a big move, and I knew a bunch of people who like were doing the same thing, and a lot of them fucking dipped. They're New England people, and that's where they belonged. But I just I like the people I was with, and it's fine. I don't think there's any. It's not quitting. It's just making a new decision. But
Gotcha.
do everything I said, and I think you're gonna have a lot better time getting locked in with people you really enjoy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, dog. I wish you the
Take
best.
care. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bless your heart. All right. Time for probably one more call. Do you still have merch? Because I thought I finished that, but I keep seeing the bot post. Oh, yeah, good point. We'll figure that out. Hey, bud. What are you doing here? Jack? This is the guy.
Hello.
Hello, buddy.
It's your good friend Jack. What's going on?
Hi, Jack. So, everyone, first of all, what's the name of the show?
It's Down Bad at Work.
Down Bad at Work. I kept saying, like, work down bad and work from home bad down. Like, I couldn't figure it the fuck out. But everyone pay attention. Eyes up here. Say I'm listening in the chat. This is Jack. And Jack's going to be the host.
What's up, guys?
He's going to be the
How's
host.
it going?
He's going to be the host.
I heard you call me not hot earlier.
I said you're not as hot. And then I...
Got it.
Then I doubled back because you are hotter than me. You got baby blues,
We'll
right?
see. We'll let the chat... Yeah, we'll let the chat decide.
I think if we stood side by side, it would be a little bit more obvious. I hide my pudge really well with these angles. Like, you go to the gym, right?
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, well, here and there is 6 months apart from me, so I think that's the difference.
Exactly. Okay, all right.
And then
Low standard. You need hotter friends, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what we're gonna learn.
That's why I'm involving you in this situation, Jack, because I want people to think I have a lot of friends. But Jack,
go ahead.
No, do your little. I don't. Why are you here? I'm just wondering why you came in early. Doing a little announcement.
I just want to say, do you want to do maybe one more call and then we'll flip it over?
Yeah, sure. All right, one more call.
All right, cool.
I can't do it with you in here.
No, I know you can kick me out. Go ahead.
All right, okay. But everyone will see you soon, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Bye. That's Jack. Doesn't he sound hot? So after the show, no. We'll do one more call. But after the show, Peels do too. I'm running out of time. We have that he's got a whole setup in New York. It's like fucking SNL over there. So after this call, we're going to switch over, and we're going to give you some Down Bad at Work. And it's going to be terrific. He does sound hot, not going to lie. Yeah, dude, buckle up. He's got a little bit of a frat attitude. We technically went to the same frat, different schools. But I wasn't into it. Sig up. Speed of that, brother. Hi, Lena.
What's good?
Or Leany. What is it? Leany?
It was Leany because of my profile picture. Yeah.
I see it now. What can I do for you?
Yeah. So basically, I got this problem. I don't know how to fix it without it just being like blatant. I'm in high school, right? And so I don't know if this chick's gay or not. That's the easiest way to say it.
All right. Just fucking bring up a dude.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh my god, Ryan Reynolds. Don't you think he's a fucking dreamboat? Whatever the fuck.
Everybody thinks Ryan Reynolds is a dreamboat.
Not lesbians.
How?
Because they're like vaginas. Well,
I
if
don't
she's
believe it.
listen, why do you think she's a lesbian?
She's in that group, and I know she dated a chick at one point, but like, I don't fucking know, because I know she's dated dudes too.
Okay,
So
then
I'm
she's
in that fucking
bisexual.
group.
Hey,
I
what
don't-
the fuck is
yeah,
this
no,
question?
yeah, no, I know that, but like, that was before she dated. She dated dudes, and then she dated chicks, and yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm lost, man.
Dude, this is the best situation to shoot your shot. Because if you shoot your shot, she says, "No, I like girls." You didn't lose anything. You don't even lose pride. You just you threw a ball at a wall and it bounced back. That's it. It's not like she doesn't like you for you. She doesn't like you because she likes girls. Win-win, dude.
Thank you, Father.
No problem, you goober.
Goodbye.
Bless your heart. Mixed Clone with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. All right. It's that time. Ladies and gentlemen, give Jack your full attention. He's a great guy. Call him with your worst work stories. He'll help you out with them. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you on Friday.